Hello students, now we'll read regarding abortion. So first of all, we have to discuss regarding the meaning of abortion. This means incomplete or complete separation of the content of the uterus occur before viability of the fetus, means before 28 weeks of gestational period. If incomplete or complete separation occur, and also incomplete or complete expulsion occur to outside, so that one is known as abortion. That term is known as abortion. So next one we have to discuss regarding the definition of abortion. Abortion is the termination of pregnancy, or we have to terminate or we have to stop pregnancy before the period of viability, which is considered to occur at 28 week or before 28 week of gestational period. So this one is known as abortion. Abortion is the process of partial or complete separation of the product of conception from the uterine wall, with or without partial or complete expulsion from the uterine cavity before the age of viability or before 28 week of pregnancy period. So this one is the definition for abortion. Abortion, here what happened, separation of the uterine content from the uterine wall. So what happened, placenta, maternal surface of the placenta is normally attached with the decidual layer of the uterus. So what happened, due to various types of causes, so that will leads to produce complete or incomplete separation of the uterine content from the uterine wall, and also leads to expulsion, means those content will come to outside, means partially or complete expulsion of the content occur. So in those cases we will tell that one is termination of the pregnancy. That condition leads to terminate or stop pregnancy, so that one is known as termination of the pregnancy or abortion, or miscarriage, also known as miscarriage. So this one is the definition for abortion or miscarriage. It may be defined as involuntary or involuntary loss of product of conception prior to 24 weeks of gestation. So here no voluntary action conducted by the mother or any other personnel, but this action is normally occur involuntarily inside the body of the mother, and that will leads to produce complete or incomplete separation of the uterine content from the uterine wall, and may leads to produce incomplete or complete expulsion of the uterine content to outside. Majority of abortion or miscarriage occur in first trimester or within first 12 week of pregnancy, are called as early miscarriage. So this one is of two types. First one is early miscarriage and second one is late miscarriage. Normally what happened, miscarriage occur in most of the cases, miscarriage occur in between 12 week of the pregnancy or in between first trimester. So that one is known as early miscarriage or early abortion. Then next one is late miscarriage. Miscarriage occur after 13 week of the pregnancy, or 13 week of the pregnancy is normally known as late miscarriage or late abortion. Incidence. Next one is incidence. 15% of all confirmed pregnancies are said to result in a miscarriage, the majority of which happen in the first trimester. Normally what happen, early miscarriage is commonly occur, and in most of the cases early miscarriage occur, and 1 to 2% spontaneous miscarriage occur after 13th week of the pregnancy. So in most of the cases what happened, early abortion occur or early miscarriage occur. So early miscarriage means this one is occur within 12th week of the pregnancy or in between first trimester. If this one is occur after 13th week of the pregnancy or after first trimester, then this one is known as late pregnancy. Understood? Then next one is etiology of abortion. Mostly are of four types. First one is ovular or fetal factor. Second one is maternal environment or due to maternal factor. Third one is paternal factor. Paternal factor is also responsible to conduct abortion. Fourth one is unknown factors. So first one is ovular factor or fetal factor. Here what happened, fetal factor is responsible to conduct abortion due to problem associated with the fetus. So that will leads to produce abortion or miscarriage. So first one is, so these all are autosomal trisomy, then monosomy condition if the fetus is having this type of condition, and also congenital anomalies or malformation is there, and also hydropic degeneration of the villi are also there. Then next one, faulty placental formation is there. If formation of the placenta is not occur in a proper way, then if twins or multiple pregnancy is there, or if hydramnios condition or polyhydramnios condition is there. So these all are the fetal condition or ovular condition which normally leads to produce abortion. If the fetus is having autosomal trisomy condition, having 3 homologous chromosomes instead of 2 autosome chromosomes, so that will leads to produce problem, and that may leads to produce abortion. And also if congenital malformation are there, if any type of problem, congenital anomalies are there, so that one is also leads to produce. If placental deformation is there, abnormal formation or faulty formation of the placenta if there, or if zygote is absent or embryo is absent, ovum without embryo is also there, so that one is also known as one of the condition which may leads to produce abortion. Then next one is maternal environment, or this one is responsible in case of 15% of the cases to conduct abortion. So maternal environment are these usually operate in late labor, leading to sometimes expulsion of the living fetus which is too small to survive. Means what are the maternal causes, what are the maternal environment? First one, if mother is suffering from any type of chronic or acute type of illness, so due to various types of infection like viral infection, for example if the mother is suffering from rubella, then cytomegalovirus, then hepatitis, influenza, etc., so that may also leads to produce abortion. And also protozoal infection, toxoplasmosis if there, parasitic infection if there, malariasis if there, so these all are leads to produce infection and may leads to produce abortion. Then maternal hypoxia or shock if there, due to any type of problem like heart failure, acute respiratory tract disease or chronic respiratory diseases if there, then anesthesia complex. Next one, if the mother is suffering from any type of chronic illnesses like for example chronic nephritis, hypertensive disorder, then chronic wasting diseases if there, then endocrine factors are also responsible to cause various types of problem and may leads to produce impact over the maternal health status like hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, diabetic mellitus condition. If these all are there, so that will leads to produce complication and that will leads to produce impact over the maternal health status, and that may leads to produce abortion. Then next one, trauma. If accidental causes are also there, accident is also one of the cause which may leads to produce abortion, which is one of the maternal cause. And also toxic agent, if the mother is having toxic habits like smoking habit, alcohol habit, so that one is also responsible to cause abortion, and that may leads to produce miscarriage. And also immunological factors are also there. Then cervico-uterine factors are also there, like if cervical incompetence is there or retroverted uterus if there, then blood group incompatibility if there, then it include RH incompatibility, premature rupture of the membrane also leads to produce abortion if premature rupture of the membrane is there. Then diabetic factor is also responsible to cause this type of condition. Other causes are cervico-uterine factors, cervical incompetency if there, then retroverted uterus if there, uterine tumor if there, fibroid if present, congenital malformation of the uterus if there, then immunological factor is also responsible to cause abortion, then blood group incompatibility, then premature rupture of the membrane. If rupture of the membrane occur before time period, so that one is also leads to produce abortion. Then diabetic factor is also paternal factor, like it include defective sperm, then contributing half number of the chromosome of the ovum. So if those are not present, so if defective sperm is present, so that one is also leads to produce abortion. Then unknown causes are maybe trauma, due to trauma, maybe hormonal deficiency, maybe acute infection, maybe cervical incompetency, maybe uterine malformation, maybe low implantation of the placenta, maybe twins or hydramnios condition. If these all are there, so these all are the unknown causes which are normally responsible to conduct abortion. So if these all are there, so that may also leads to produce abortion. Then mechanism of abortion. First one is type of abortion, mostly two types. First one is spontaneous, second one is induced. Spontaneous type is again divided into two types, isolated and recurrent. Isolated and recurrent are of 6 types, mostly threatened, incomplete, inevitable, missed, complete and septic. All less commonly seen, septic is less commonly seen. Then induced type. Induced type is of two types. Means first one is legal abortion, second one is illegal abortion. Illegal abortion may leads to produce septic abortion and occur commonly, and this one is also criminal type of abortion. This illegal abortion is criminal type of abortion. Thank you.